Okay. Spider-Man 3. I watched this before I watched the third X-Men movie, The Last Stand, because me and my friends, we didn't have teachers in school, so we decided to watch some of the movie, and that movie I chose to be Spider-Man 3 because I had to rank it. I should have been X-Men, The Last Stand, but who wants to watch that? Anyways, so I sort of was on the deadline, so I finished it. We're making the review. We're doing it before we do the X-Men 3 review. So, as you guys know, this is the fifth movie, and we're still trying to figure out ways to get this all to work, right? So it's still a bit scuffed, but I think this should be better. So, my Spider-Man 3 review. Unpopular opinion, I think it was actually better than the first one.
You need to leave!
Boy, if you don't get... Hear me out. Nothing can really be better than the first one, except for this one. The first one, it was just... the only reason that's good is because it's the origin story. If it wasn't the origin story, then it would be, in my opinion. So, why is it better than the first one, you might ask me? Here's the thing. This movie... Well, in each movie, we sort of see one main thought, like one main on the theme of Peter throughout these movies, right? The first movie, it was responsibility, right? He feels like he has to live up to this responsibility to be this person. Second movie, we see him deal with, well, grief, right? We see him sort of deal with, like, the loss of him losing on being Peter Parker, his uncle, loss of his friends. In this movie, we see greed. We see this greed through the Venom symbiote, through its aggression, through Peter loving all this, like, love and excitement and energy towards him, and he basically starts to get greedy and gets too much of it. He wants more. He wants more power. He wants all this stuff. I mean, we sort of see that when he first puts on the suit, right? He's like, he talks about how he feels more powerful in this, and then how he goes back to the black suit because he just feels more powerful. Another reason why I like this movie is also because of how they do the villains in this. Sandman, another guy who just didn't want to do the wrong thing. He just felt like he sort of had no choice, right? That was sort of Otto Octavius in the last movie a bit. I mean, it's not like he didn't want to do the wrong thing, but the AI kind of controlled him, manipulated him into doing it, I guess you could say. So that's with that. Then what's it called? Another reason I like it is the way they do sort of Peter and Harry's friendship, and sort of also a relationship with MJ. I mean, I think would have been so much better is that if Harry, right, he played along. Well, actually, he kind of did, but he played along a bit longer with him knowing about Peter killing his father. So I think that part was great. Could have done a bit longer. Would have made the story a bit more interesting. Could manipulate it a bit more, but I think they got just enough. Harry was great. It was amazing. Relationship with Peter was amazing. Peter in this movie, he was the only one that made no sense to me. Like, he made sense, but like it wasn't like 100% rational, you know? I guess some of that has to do with the Venom symbiote, but I also don't get why he did the upside down kiss with Gwen Stacy. I don't know. Okay, another thing. Am I the only one who noticed MJ was the most rational person in this movie other than Aunt May? Am I the only one? I mean, she went from being a girl that I didn't really like that much to being the person I actually think was the most, like, the smartest person in this movie. It's weird. They actually got MJ correct. I wish they would have had her like that since the beginning. But it's nice how, like, it was sort of like no growing. I mean, she's growing as a person, as you do when you're a regular person. You're not supposed to be perfect since day one. So that's good. Also, if you guys don't recognize, it's my GH Knight shirt. You can get it. The link will be right here, and it'll also be in the description. I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, I have to start adding that in. But if you want to do that, we'll talk about more stuff in a bit coming on in the future. So I hope you guys will be excited for that. Anyways, so here is the next thing. I like how they did Venom in this movie. Venom has always been a symbiote. I don't entirely like... I mean, for the way they did it with the Venom movies, those were great. But I sort of like the more classic Venom symbiote than like a friendship, I guess you could say. And over time, if we saw that momentum, like for example in the beginning of the first Venom movie, if we would have saw Venom more like out of control, which actually no, you know what, he was. Never mind, I retract that statement. I retract it. I don't know why I'm saying retract it. I take it back. Venom was actually, no, that's the way Venom should be. It's just, it's two different Venoms. They did him a bit more of like the comic accurate version. I think in the Venom with Tom Hardy, which we'll watch later, I don't exactly remember like piece for piece. But with that one, I think they try to go for a bit more comedic vibe. So we don't really have like the crazy, like the more crazy side of them that sort of they did with Carnage a bit, which is what they did with the Venom in this movie. I also like how they did Eddie Brock a bit, because this is like a version of Eddie that sort of had everything. He had the girl, he had the job, and because of one bad decision, because he wants to do something right, sort of like Sandman, right? Everything goes to hell. Also, good final fight scene. I think this movie was overall really good. And again, like I said, to me, these original three Spider-Man movies go Spider-Man 2, 3, and 1. I know that's unpopular. A lot of people hate Spider-Man 3, but I think it's overhated. I think, like, that's the same reason why a lot of people say, oh, Spider-Man 2 was their favorite, when originally they had Spider-Man 1, or when now people are saying, oh, Andrew Garfield's the best one, before they said he wasn't. It's just because a lot of people are saying a lot of things, and then it gets into your mind. And I thought I hated Spider-Man 3, but actually, to be honest, I liked it more than the first Spider-Man. Hi, this is post-recording Isaac here. So I forgot to add this part, but another reason why I like Spider-Man 3 is because there's a scene where Peter says, like, he doesn't really know who he is, and it's kind of a bit of a callback to the first Spider-Man, how there was an intro talk, or not the intro, but the ending saying, who am I? I'm Spider-Man. So this is the scene. I don't have the scene from the third one. I can't find it. I apologize. Let's move on, please.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
It's better than the first Spider-Man. I mean, not by a lot. And it's worse than the first X-Men. So I'm going to put it right there and see. That's how it is. Imagine if the next X-Men movie, Last Stand, it's probably going to be in E tier. Because I actually remember hating this one. But wouldn't it be funny if the X-Men The Last Stand was over here, because then it'd be like in the shape of an F? Anyways, so that's this for now. It's over here. We might change it depending on how the rest of the movies go, but for right now, it's a solid C tier. It's a good movie. It's a movie I wouldn't mind rewatching. It's not a movie... I mean, I guess, yeah, I would rent it out again. It's a good one, actually. Nope, it comes before X-Men. I like it a lot. Anyways, so now let's get into the part that we really need to talk. So, within the coming, well, not month, but why do I, you know what? No, yeah. Or I'll show you guys the exact date, hopefully. Okay. So, I am hoping, because I get out of school, here, let's pull up a calendar. Google Calendar. Let's blur this all out. Oh, May. I get out of school May 26th. Last day of school event. I don't know what that is. Oh, they probably have events. Graduation. Okay. Anyways. So, my plan is on the 29th of May, we are going to start a subathon. So, I've had some posters and some stuff like set up for this. I still need to edit them because we're going to come up with some good stuff, some good challenges. But basically, we are going to be doing this on Twitch. So if you're wondering, what's a subathon, Isaac? Blah, 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 blah. Basically, a subathon is when a streamer streams on Twitch, and every single time they get a subscriber. So the subscriber is money. So every single time they get like a tier 1 subscriber, the subathon timer goes on for a certain amount of time. I don't know exactly how long we're going to start the timer. I think what we're going to do is we're first going to have it as like 15 minutes added or something like that. And then if we get in a bunch of people, because we're going to be advertising this for about how many days now? How many months? If it's the 29th, right? So let's just say, what was that? I don't know. So let's just say, right, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 3 months, and like a week. So we should be able to build up some traction on this. So I'm hoping you guys will all come and support. Save your Twitch subscribers, save your money. We're going to be having some challenges, some giveaways. and I will give y'all a small like sneak peek on the new shirts that will be coming out. So this is the bonfire. We're gonna have to blur this all out. Yeah. We're gonna have to edit that out so y'all don't see a leak. But this is it. This is gonna be the one of the shirts. So this is the subathon shirt. It's gonna be golden. You can have it however you want it. It's all gonna be black, pullover, hoodie, whatever. You got it. Hey, if you want a tank top, for basketball, there you go. I just got a text. Blandford, oh, it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. There's nothing really on the back. It's mainly just the front. The second one is this. I survived the subathon. This is the next shirt. It will be in these 3 main colors. Some of them will have to be a different shade of navy, but it's usually going to be like midnight navy or regular navy. Not all of them have the same exact navy. Or it's not going to all be like the same type of maroon. Anyways, that's beside the point. Yeah, like see here it's red and navy. Anyways, that's beside the point. So the subathon, I'm hoping we can get some traction. There will also be stuff if you buy these shirts. I will also add some time or something like that. Or no, so the more shirts that we will buy, the more like fun things we can try to do it. I'm still coming up with it, but save the date, May 29th. That's the day of the subathon. I was going to have it a bit sooner, but my dad is coming. And I was going to do it during spring break, and then turns out that we are going somewhere, and I don't want to miss that. So that's when it's going to be. Tell your friends. We're going to get some good stuff going, have some fun challenges, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Count what you have now. Don't count what you don't